Hi, this is your Professor Sudha Kolathuparambil. I'm going to explain you how to use the second derivative test to find the relative extrema of a function. So f of x is given e power 3x minus e power x. Find the first derivative and second derivative. And first I will explain you the procedure. The procedure is find the critical numbers by setting f prime equals 0 or f prime undefined. Then substitute that into the second derivative to check the sign. So if second derivative of the critical value is greater than 0, then f of the critical value is the relative minimum. And if f double prime at the critical value is less than 0, that means if you are getting a negative, then f of at the critical value is the relative maximum. If f double prime at the critical value is equal 0, then test fails and we cannot conclude anything from that. So use the first derivative test to check whether there is a relative minimum or relative maximum. So for this example, first set the first derivative equals 0 and solve, and we can see that it has only one critical number. So substitute that critical number into the second derivative, and here I got the critical number as a positive number. So if f double prime at the critical value is positive, that means the function will be concave upward and you will have a relative minimum at the critical value. So f of ln of 1/3 over 2 is the relative minimum. So substitute this critical value into the original function to find the relative minimum. Therefore, by the second derivative test, we can conclude that this function has only one relative minimum, and the relative minimum is negative 0.385.